Hello and welcome in or welcome back to my beautiful sign of Cancer viewers. Sorry, I forgot to check the camera angle. I am Lisa and this is North Star Energy Healing. Today we are going to be doing a reading, for what you need to know right now about the year of the fire horse for your sign. I did get a new horse deck, the Council of Horses Oracle, so that I could do some readings with some horse energy. And your animal card that came out is a deer, which is very close to a horse. So that's interesting. All right, so what I did, I concentrated, focused on your energy, cleared the space, and then I shuffled the deck and asked Spirit, of course, for your horse oracle card that you need to hear from right now. And then I use the Soul's Journey lesson cards by James Van Praagh, because I really think that all of us are going to be getting some lessons in this year of the fire horse, lessons on how to be more ourselves, lessons on how to get out of old patterns, how to shed old skins, old beliefs, old jobs, old so-called friends or people that we have in our lives that aren't serving us anymore. So let's see what your card is. Eohippus. The past can lead you forward. Eohippus, the past can lead you forward. And you see a very ancient horse. It almost looks like a deer. Isn't that odd, right? So this is more like a stag, but this looks like a prehistoric horse or a prehistoric deer to me. The past can lead you forward. All right, let's see what the message is. Sorry, I thought I could open the book with one. Now, these messages are so in-depth. Look at all that information. For each card, there's like 3 pages. Obviously, I can't read all that to you. The reading would be way too long. Spirit will let me know what they want me to tell you. Eohippus, the past can lead you forward. Cooperative survival. Crossroads blueprints. The concept of evolution has evolved. Forget survival of the fittest. It is compassion and cooperation that count. Wow. Okay. Wow. Compassion and cooperation. Sorry, I just had to turn the page again. So the invitation: balance the wisdom of the past and the potential of the future when making the choices that will help you evolve, my beautiful Cancers. Some contemplations that go along with this card are you living your life or is your life living you? How can collaboration and cooperation help you evolve? Where in your life do you need to make a new path where none exists? What threads from your origin story do you want to weave into your future? What do you need to do or believe to become the ancestor of your future happiness? Wow, that is really powerful. So it looks like some introspection is going to be needed from you, Cancers. You're going to need to think about past experiences, past choices, past I don't know, whatever has happened in the past. I'm at a loss for words. And use that to go forward, right? Collaboration, cooperation, compassion, all those words come into play here. So you're each, I mean, this is a collective reading, so each of you are going to resonate differently with it. So see what you can glean from this when you're looking at the cards, right? When you're listening to what Spirit is giving me. So from the Soul's Journey, the first card out is envy, and we see all that red, right? I am the same as everybody, but with different challenges. So this is a card that's reminding you not to be envious of what someone else has, their knowledge, their money, their home, their partner, whatever it is, because you are the same, but you have different challenges, right? You have different challenges. I like that. That's pretty cool. And more red in this one, but your other card is love. I commit to the practice of seeing the good in all things. Yeah. So envy and love, both with some red there. One is a very, so look at, I love the design of these cards. When you look at this, how choppy it is and how the lines are, it doesn't give you that soft, warm, fuzzy. When you look at the love card, the lines are much softer, much rounder, right? So it's possible that you're going to have to look at something with a little more love and compassion. And that's exactly what that horse card was telling you. So the year of the fire horse begins this Tuesday, February 17th, with I think it's a new moon in Aquarius, and also with some sort of eclipse going on. And of course, because I'm in channeling mode, I can't remember. I thought it was a partial solar eclipse or something like that, but I don't remember. You can look it up. So lots of energy coming in on Tuesday. I've been saying, if you can take that day off or even half that day off, use it to meditate, welcome in the year of the fire horse, welcome in your lessons, your challenges, and your abundance, your glory, your wins, your victories. Welcome all that in. So I'm using the beautiful Forest Tarot. I just love all the lights. The little twinkling light, oh my gosh, that it has. And I like to do these live on camera. I don't like to, pull everything off camera. But the readings were getting so long, nobody was watching them through because they were just too long. So I had to figure out, okay, how can I shorten this up a bit? Now, I personally like it when I have a reading that's, 25, 30, even 40 minutes. I love it because I listen to the people that I follow just while I'm driving somewhere, while I'm doing the dishes. I don't have to stare at my phone. I just listen to the messages. Okay, I hope you're all doing well. As I'm doing this, it is Saturday, February 14th. My husband is working today. We did go out to eat last night after we had our taxes done, which was not good news. We owe quite a bit of money this year because we just had some changes in our income, so we need to update our withholding so that it doesn't happen next year. But you know what? We're just lucky because we have the money to pay it. We were talking about it, and I was saying, what if this had happened to us like 3 years ago and we had this kind of a tax bill? We'd be like, oh shit, how do we pay this? But we're lucky. Money is energy. Flow. You want it to flow in and flow out. That's what it is. I don't ever get mad when I have to pay a bill. Well, I shouldn't say that. We did have a very huge ER bill for no apparent reason last year, and it was anyway. But most of the time, I'm just saying, wow, I'm so happy and lucky that we have the money to pay our bills. Those cards took quite a bit to come out. I haven't even really looked at any of them. I see the Hermit there, but all right, let's see what you have, my beautiful Cancers. This is, so the Hanging Man came out upside down. I was like, what the heck is that? So this is saying that you are not comfortable yet with who you are, because when the Hanging Man comes this way, it's saying being comfortable in your own skin, seeing things from a different perspective. When you have it in the reverse, it's saying that right now, Cancers, you are not quite comfortable with who you are. You are not seeing things, or you are not seeing something from another's perspective is what they're giving me. From a different perspective, from another's perspective. So you may have to look at some things in your life and see, okay, what is it that I need to understand more? What is it about myself I need to understand? What is it about this other person that I need to understand? That's what Spirit is giving me. And now you have the Seven of Cups. Sevens are reflection, and Seven of Cups represents some sort of chaotic, something where you feel like you have too many choices. I could do this, I could do that, I could go here, I could go there. This is a chaotic, kind of stressful feeling. So maybe that's the thing that you need to see in a different perspective. What are your choices right now? And is something kind of hindering you because you feel like, what the feeling they're giving me is that you don't know which one to choose. Like you see them all and you're going back and forth like on what you want to do about a certain situation, right? Then you have the Four of Cups. This is similar energy to the Seven, right? But this one is an opportunity that's coming in that you don't see. So he's got 3 cups right next to him and another one here that's kind of lit up, but you see how he's just not paying attention, not paying attention. So there could be a different opportunity. You need to get that perspective on what that opportunity is. What is that other choice that you have, that 4th choice or 8th choice, however you want to look at it with those cards. Cups are your suit, right? So you could be feeling very emotional about the 7 of Cups situation and the 4 of Cups situation. Then you have the Hermit. This is Virgo energy coming in. He's got a lantern that's showing him the way. But this card is all about introspection, which is similar to your Horse card, right? Introspection, going within, listening to your gut instincts, feeling into something rather than analyzing it, I'm hearing. Thank you, Spirit. So Cancers, yeah, there's a situation that you're getting too much in your feelings about. You're getting too emotional about it, so you're not seeing the way clearly. Now, I know that's not a typical message for the Hermit card, but that's exactly what Spirit is giving me. There's something that you're too emotional about. You're not seeing the other perspective. You're not seeing the other choice, right? Because your emotions are clouding it. Then you have the Four of Wands. This is the Happy Family card, the 1111 card. This is wonderful energy to be coming in. So is there something that is blocking you from feeling completely satisfied and content with your family? Something to do with that? That's kind of what Spirit is giving me, that there's some sort of disruption is the word that they're giving me. There's a disruption. The Envy and Love cards could come into play here. You are the same as everybody with different challenges. That's also a reminder to see the other person's challenges, see their perspective, right? Anything else you want to say on that? No, the Spirit is saying, no, you got it. You know, there's something blocking you from, for whoever's reading this is, remember, this is a collective. It's not going to resonate 100% with everyone watching. Then you have the Queen of Cups. This is you. This is your energy. She is at the top of the suit of cups, getting her emotions in check. So what I'm feeling, the key here, the words they gave me is getting. So most of the time I say she has her emotions in check. She knows what she's doing. The words that Spirit gave me were she's getting her emotions in check. Okay. So Cancers, I'm feeling like the whole crux of the situation has to do with emotions and envy and love, right? And your lessons and looking back, like that horse said, right? The past can lead you forward. So it can lead you forward in the way of learning from your mistakes or learning from your wins, right? What worked? What didn't work? How are you going to take it forward? Because we are all going to get hit with this fiery energy of the horse. Some people are already feeling it. I've talked to a few people that have had arguments with their significant others, seemingly to flare up out of nowhere, right? And then it took a few days to resolve, where they each had to think about their part and whatnot. So be aware that this fire energy may bring your emotions to the surface, okay? And your animal card is a 3, collaboration, creation, collaboration. That came out in the horse card as well, right? Cooperation, collaboration, same thing. Dear, be gentle with yourself and others. Be gentle with yourself and others. Really, Cancer, I mean, this whole message is a very emotional one. One that you want to think about. Maybe come back and listen to this again in a few days, so that you can get into perspective what it is, what the action is that you need to take, right? Remembering the Hermit, right? Getting your emotions in check. That's really what this is about, I would say. Well, I hope you've enjoyed that. Please give it a like, a thumbs up. Give me a comment. Let me know how this resonates with you. Peace and kindness every single day. I love you all.